Hello and welcome to the Our Metroidvania podcast with Caldrath, Master, and Professor Q. Caldrath and Master, if you want to introduce yourselves.
Hi, this is Caldrath from the Our Metroidvania subreddit and Discord.
Hi, this is Master, Ditto.
And tonight we thought it would be fun to play a game online together every fourth week or so. And this week we picked Phasmaphobia, which is kind of a thing right now. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, I'd say it's a thing.
It's gotten a little popular. I wanted to do Among Us, but we wanted to do something Halloween-y since it's Halloween week. So, Master, tell us about this game.
Well, have you ever seen those pretty bad ghost hunting reality TV shows? It's kind of like that, except it's a video game and also the ghost can kill you.
You don't just pull their mask off at the end and run through a whole bunch of doors and...
No, none of that. There's a lot of doors, though.
Alright, well, I tried to do the tutorial before we started and didn't have enough time, so I'm kind of going into this completely blind. So this will be fun to see how this works out. And seeing Caldrath, he's also level 1. Did you manage to finish the tutorial, Caldrath?
No.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and... I think it's your head that's in the way, Caldrath. I can't see past...
Oh, I'm still in the server lobby.
Yeah, so am I, but I don't know if you can pull up Twitch right now, but your head is like covering up the button. Is the bottom right button the... Is it escape? Oh,
yeah, walk around.
Okay. So that was a leave button. I'm glad
I didn't realize... I didn't realize that I was looking at a board.
That's hilarious. I didn't know if that was the start button or what that was. Alright, so what do we do to start?
We probably need to add stuff to the equipment list, I assume.
So I have a list of places we can go.
So how fast do you level up, Master? How much have you played this game? I noticed you're level 26. Does that mean you play 26 games?
I've played for like 15 hours.
Okay, so you're pretty experienced here.
Sure, you could say that.
I like how it just picks our avatars for us.
You can hit change on the bottom left to change it.
Oh, look, okay, good. Let's see.
So it looks like we're starting with no equipment.
This one's okay.
No, I'll add some stuff.
Ghostwriting book.
Figure it out as we go.
So I assume that you've purchased a lot of things that you're adding to the equipment list now. Oh, we just lost Caldrath. And I also have to remember that anytime
I think
I'm talking,
we'll have a great time.
it'll be interesting. And the game is starting. I'm excited because I don't know what's going to happen. I like that. As I mentioned a little bit earlier during the technical difficulties, I didn't actually manage to finish the tutorial, so I am going into this completely blind. Where's all the equipment that you said that you started with?
I don't think Master's in the game yet.
Oh. Is he the one that comes with all the equipment?
I think so. Like, if you look at this Team Sanity board, it has both of us, but then just a question mark for him.
What's really cool about this game is that, and I don't know if this is coming through on Twitch, but when Caldrath is talking, it's coming through my right speaker, or it's coming through the speaker of where he's standing next to me. It's kind of neat. Are those Magic the Gathering cards?
No, they've got a different back.
Like tarot cards, I guess.
Looks like they're books. Quintus Horatius Placus Medial Phil Lognia 1476.
Did we lose you, Master? There we go. Can't lose him because he's the host. He's the ghost. It's like floating.
Hello.
Floating. There's all the equipment. Cool. I guess I'll take the cross. Those are always good in these things, right? Also, if I want to do some Castlevania boomeranging, I can do that.
Hello.
Hello, you're there.
Hello.
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 Can you guys hear me in game?
Yes, we can.
I can.
Hello.
I am able to hear you. He is the ghost. That's hilarious. I should probably grab a flashlight. Hey, Calderoth, what's the duck button?
Hello.
Press the right stick.
I don't think you guys can hear me in game. That's not good.
No, we can hear you in game.
Or I
I'm
can't
not
hear
sure.
you, or probably both.
I'm not.
I was able.
I'm
to
not
hear
sure if
you.
we're hearing him in game.
Oh,
I hear
That
him.
must have been annoying, man. I can't hear you.
I don't know why I didn't think to push C to crouch. That seems obvious. Okay, I can see that these are all books now. Man, how could you read that? That is some pretty good eyes. Of course, I'm not on full screen right now, so that might be why. There we go. Alright, well, if this doesn't work this time, then we may want to go with our plan B.
Alright,
Hello?
we're here.
You're working. Perfect. Awesome.
And prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. I've also written
Oh, yeah,
some notes
so-
on the whiteboard if
grab
you
the
need them.
If you have a flashlight and you're not
Nothing
holding
to
it,
report, but it looks like
but it's in your inventory, you press T and that turns it on. Of course, you're on a controller, so I guess you can figure that out on your own.
Yeah, it's down on the D-pad.
Somebody already take the cross?
I don't know if we rode across, to be honest.
Oh, we had a cross last time. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
I don't remember seeing one.
Oh well. I think we need it.
How many items are you allowed to carry at once?
3.
Alright, so I
it's
got
good
a
idea
black
to have
light.
flashlight.
I got a black light, a flashlight, and a camera.
Sounds good to me. Right click
Do
to
the-
take a picture, don't waste it because you have 5.
Yeah, I was just
For camera.
noticing that.
Alright, let's go.
Does the flashlight have limited battery power?
No, it's permanent, don't worry.
Okay, so there's no reason not to have it on unless the ghosts are like sneaking after you. This kind of reminds me of Resident Evil Outbreak.
Hello, Mr. Ghost.
Okay, I just want to ask a question. Who the heck keeps mannequins in their log cabin in the woods? Like, what is the purpose of keeping a mannequin in your building?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Maybe they have a business and they were moving stuff around and have room for it there.
I just like to be scared in the dark.
So now we just run around and hope we find a ghost.
Yeah, I was about to say, Calderon and I have really no idea what we're doing. Who does that look like? Is this a stock photo? Or did they like get a family
Maybe.
member?
Oh.
I guess I have
That just
this
goes outside.
temperature finding thing, so I guess if it gets
Alright, this leads back outside. We're assuming the ghost is haunting the house, right? I'm gonna go check the perimeter. Pumpkin patch. I wonder if I can take a pumpkin. Doesn't look like it. Did you pick this place because it was a little Halloween-y? Oh. They can't hear me because I'm too far away. So did you pick this place because it was more Halloween-y?
Hey, we found the ghost. Come here with
Oh,
your camera.
crud. I'm in completely the wrong place for that then. slowly waking my way back inside. Where are you at? Is there 2 stories to this building?
First floor. Over by the rocking chair.
My flashlight seems to have stopped. Uh-oh, I think I may have thrown it. No, never mind. It's just really dark in here. Okay, there you are.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
crud.
Jeez.
He's got an axe.
So, yeah, sometimes they're really shy and they don't just show themselves a lot, but this one clearly wants to spook us. So, it was in this room over here.
Well, it came out into this main room.
I got the
saw
black
it
light.
In like right here
Usually
by this table.
they'll like haunt a single room, and they won't. Like they'll move around some, but usually they're in a localized area.
I think when I was trying to hit the voice button, I accidentally pushed the G button and I threw my flashlight away.
I'm gonna drop this on the floor. If it starts beeping, the ghost is nearby and he's active. I'm gonna go get some more stuff from the van.
The problem is because of latency, you guys kind of move around ghost-like yourselves. Oh, where'd my flashlight go? Yep, I definitely accidentally threw my flashlight away. That's hilarious.
So something to... If your flashlight starts flicker, it means the ghost is going to attack, and it means you need to turn off your flashlight, be quiet and hide in the corner and hope he doesn't find you.
That's not a problem for me because I don't have a flashlight anymore. This is going to be a riveting stream of complete darkness on my screen with just a little purple pin light.
Here, do you want me to just follow you around and give you a flashlight?
It's probably not a bad idea to stick together anyway.
Yeah, you can take my flashlight.
No, I got the
Here,
black.
dropped it.
I got the black light, so it's not a big deal.
Wait, I see a flashlight on your shoulder that's on.
Yeah, so do I. That's weird. Hello, Mr.
Wait a minute.
Ghost. Can you hear us?
So I'm hitting the T button and it's not turning anything on. That's so weird.
So is there anything else we're supposed to be investigating? Oh, there's like
we
a note.
think-
Oh,
I put this stuff here. We think he's in this room, or at least somewhere around here.
So yeah, what is our goal? Are we supposed to take a picture of the
He can also
ghost?
talk to us through this radio if we ask him questions. Are you here? Give us a sign.
what is your favorite color?
Come out, ghost!
Show thyself. Maybe he's like out here. I'm gonna go grab the EMF reader.
Yeah,
So-
the last time I saw him, it was like right where I'm standing right now.
Does the ghost show up on the black light?
No, but if he... So, different ghosts, like, leave different evidence behind. And so he might leave behind, like, handprints and stuff. Mr. Ghost, we know you're in here.
Where I'm standing right now, it's 52 degrees, and everywhere else is closer to 60.
Could mean he's nearby. I have it on Celsius, so I don't know what that means.
We're Americans here, jeez.
Wait, what did you say the temperature was?
Like 52 degrees, like next to the radio here, or in the book. And then if I go to the door, it's like 55. Or if I go out of that room, it's like 60, 59, 60.
Wait a minute. Isn't like 37
Wait.
body temperature in Celsius?
I have mine switched to Fahrenheit.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Footstep in here.
I was gonna say, I'm like, that's freaking hot.
Ghost.
Let's see if I can retrace my steps and find my flashlight. Oh gosh.
So,
We have a video camera, so one of us can go to the van and watch the feed while the other person carries around the camera.
Okay, I think I'll go to the van and check that out. Since I don't have a flashlight, makes sense to me. Does that, so the... Sorry, I wasn't talking on my radio. I'll go to the van if somebody wants to grab the video camera. So, where's the video camera? Or how do I work this feed? How do I work this feed?
Is everyone still alive?
I'm still here. You guys are both inside the center room of the building. Has anybody tried the second floor yet? Okay, you guys are both heading towards that.
Yeah, so you couldn't communicate with us over radio because the ghost was hunting us.
Oh, I gotcha.
if you're wondering what that giant spike was. Oh. Yeah. I guess Cauldra. He's gonna have a bad time.
So how do I work this camera? I can turn on the night vision and turn it off, but...
Well, I can grab this camera and turn it on. You can watch me.
That works. Let's do
through
that.
the camera.
I'll kind of coordinate in here
Yeah.
since I don't have a flashlight right now.
Can you see my feed? Also, Cauldra, are you alive?
Let's see.
Oh, no, he's very dead.
Now I can see your feed. Yeah, Colorado isn't looking so good.
Okay, so something you do with your dead friends, if you take a picture of their body, you get insurance money.
That's hilarious. I'll go bring the camera. He's just in the main room, right?
Or at least they get insurance money, I don't know if you do. Yeah, come take a picture of them. I'll just sit here in the doorway.
Put this camera to good use.
Oh.
Where's the body?
It's right here.
This is so
Have a
morbid.
quick pick. I'm getting like lowish temps over here, so the ghost is nearby.
Oh gosh, that is the
Just
best
so you know.
picture.
So we should probably leave. I'm gonna go check the evidence in the other room.
Alright, I'm only on radio now. I'm going back to the feed so I can watch your camera. Alright, next time I'm not going to accidentally push the G button to throw my flashlight away. Oh, you don't have your camera out right now. Wait, are you dying? Uh-oh. That's not good. I better run in there. I mean, I can kind of expect us to all die the first time we play. Oh gosh, the front door is shut. That's hilarious. You're screwed, Master. Hey, Master. If you're in there, come on out. This is...
Hello, I'm still alive.
Okay, I was gonna say, I saw the, your camera stopped working and the thing just spiked.
I got scared, so I turned it off.
Okay.
Also, I'm not sure if you can even see it when he's hunting. Yeah, we're leaving.
Alright, let's go ahead and just take
Don't wanna
off.
die.
We'll get the insurance for Caldroth.
We didn't find any evidence.
So, the game loop kind of is you find evidence and then you hit J to open your journal and you guess what the ghost is. You hit the 2 arrows to skip to the guessing part.
Oh, okay.
So each of them have their own like behaviors and stuff, but you can also tell what one is because they all have a unique combination of evidence. So even though we didn't have any evidence, I'm gonna guess that it's a demon just because of how often he tried to kill us, because demons like to try to kill you a lot. And we'll get money for it. We also get money with the optional objectives on the board.
Sounds good to me. All right, let's do it. I'm still laughing at Calder died.
Why? Poor Cauldron.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
So when you die, you can kind of just follow people around in spectator mode.
How's it going, Salmace?
Yeah, I was in the van with you guys when you were leaving, so I was prepared to haunt you forever.
Did you get
Oh,
a
that's
good look at the
hilarious.
ghost trying to hunt me?
No. Well, I saw the ghost before when you first saw him, and then out in the main room once. But then when he killed me, I just had my flashlight off, so didn't see him when he was doing that.
So clearly, Salmace, this is not a Metroidvania. We're just having fun this week, trying out a Halloweenish game. It's called Phasmaphobia. I don't know if you've seen it on Steam. Apparently, it's been pretty popular. All right, well, let's ready up. This is my first time playing it, and we didn't do so well as you would expect.
I'm ready to go. This is such a terrible first impression of the game.
I'm thinking I might have to edit this before I put it on YouTube.
So I can hear you guys. Just try starting the game, and then oh wait, no, you can't change the audio settings. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to restart the game too.
Okay.
I like how Professor and I just load instantly.
The person
Into the
hosting
game.
is always the slowest.
Yeah.
What I think it probably is that he's bringing all the items with him, so and it's just us when we come in. So I wonder if that's common for their netcode. This game is actually only $13. Was it $14? I think
Yeah, I think it was $14.
it ended up being $15 after tax, but that doesn't apply to everybody.
It is early access.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly.
All right, I totally got the cross this time.
I've also written some notes on the whiteboard if you need them.
Flashlights at the bottom with the red on them are the strongest flashlight. I think we only have 2 of them.
Okay, so what does this yellow thing do?
Can you all hear?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Everything's working
no.
perfectly. All right, cool. Let's make this a good game. What is this yellow
I
thing?
can't hear you guys.
Oh no, that's hilarious. And I'll just talk in Discord. You'll be magic.
I assume you're not pulling a prank on me.
No, we're not. We're talking to you.
Yeah.
I guess I need to unmute Discord in order for you to actually hear us. Because you said you couldn't hear us. And no, we're not playing a prank on you.
I don't want to restart again, so how about we just go with it?
I agree. So
And
what is
keep talking in game and just unmute here and I'll talk through Discord.
What does this white thing do?
Or white thing.
The thing I'm holding in my hand.
Oh, the EMF reader. It detects electromagnetic activity or something stupid. Told you with you'd
let's get
have
this
to
place.
unmute the Discord if you want me to hear you. By the way.
Yeah, I got my cross, I got my camera, and I got my flashlight. I think we're good.
Okay, I'll bring the book and the EMF reader.
I am going in. We're gonna rock this ghost. It's gonna be like the friendly ghost.
Hopefully.
Okay, notebook on the table. That I apparently can't access. Alright.
Let's just rob this guy's house.
Yeah, we just.
Take his spoons.
This door's like stuck. Okay, I guess I'll give up on that.
There's a front door, huh?
The door to the basement, I think?
You tried pulling it?
Well, it looked like it swung inwards, but maybe I'll try pulling it.
Yeah, this is a pull door.
That's hilarious.
Oh well. I'm gonna go into the
In my
basement.
defense, there was no sign that said that. Alright, basements are going to be where all the ghosts are, so I'm going to totally go down there.
What
If I was
knows
a
that
ghost,
goes.
I would be in the basement.
Ghosts like haunt the room where they died. So did this guy just live in the basement? Maybe.
If I was going to kill somebody and turn them into a ghost, I would do it in the basement.
I don't see any signs down there, so I'm gonna go up to the second floor.
Don't you have the EM reader?
I do. It doesn't always tell you if a ghost is nearby, only if it's doing stuff nearby.
Was that the staircase I just heard? Okay.
It's very creaky, so probably.
I heard the creaking, it sounded a little bit like a voice, so...
Also be a voice, who knows?
No,
Has anyone been upstairs?
I went and did it twice to make sure it wasn't a voice. I mean, we're going upstairs right now.
I'm upstairs now, checking out some bedrooms. Got some cool posters in here. I think it's a bathroom ghost.
I found a ball.
Seeing anything strange on the temperature reader?
I'm not.
I'm gonna go back to the first floor and look around somewhere.
Oh, that's a cupboard, not a door. That's what happens when it's so dark. So, darkness in Metroidvanias. How do we feel about that?
It's okay. It's not the best.
They
Soft-
do wind up being like soft ability gates.
Sometimes, depends on the game.
Yeah, like I was playing Cat Maze and I tried to get through one of the dark areas, and when I went in with the actual light, you had to like hit a switch and it brought down an elevator.
Yeah, picking up stuff on the EMF reader in the closet. EMF level 3.
What story is that?
First floor.
Oh, it's 40 degrees in here.
Oh,
Like
That's right
an
there.
instant drop.
well, he's definitely in here.
What room is... What floor are you on?
First floor.
First floor? Alright.
Grab some more stuff from the van. very close to the exit.
So have you encountered a ghost like this before? The cold ghost?
I'll say that again.
Have you encountered a cold ghost before?
All ghosts will lower the temperature to some degree, but
Okay.
some of them can lower them below freezing, and that is evidence.
I like
Specific
how,
kind of.
according to your flashlight shadow, I'm just a floating hand with a cross. It's kind of creepy all on its own. That's pretty funny.
Maybe
Yeah.
you're the ghost.
Bring in the spirit box, though. I assume it can't hear me because you guys can't. So you'll have to ask it some questions, see if it responds.
No,
Oh,
actually,
hey,
Shigetsu, I did not hear what you heard. So you
In
think
the
it's
book.
inside this closet?
That's cool. He says, leave or die.
Oh, that's
So he's a friendly ghost.
Very friendly. Yeah, go in the closet, ask him some questions.
Come out so I can take your picture.
Please come out of the closet, ghost.
I'm gonna steal your keys. Is that all right? I stole your keys. Hello? Come out. I need your picture. Shigetsu is saying that he heard a voice while we were upstairs.
I mean, he's definitely in the closet right now. Or at least
Yeah, it's
because
still-
he's book.
Still 40 degrees at the closet.
Watching from the camera in the van. See if I see anything.
Do they come out when the lights are on?
It's probably better to turn them off.
The light just flickered.
Oh,
Come out, ghost!
you can also take pictures of evidence, and you get more money for it. Only if I guess you can take a picture of the book, and that would count. So I'm reading the chart right now. It says the ghost also seems to only respond to people who are alone. So one of you should probably leave. See
Alright,
if
I'm
it
gonna go back
makes
to
the
the
ghost
van.
more active.
Do you have a camera there?
I do have a camera and I'm ready to take a picture. Should I turn my flashlight off?
It's fine to leave it on.
The beeping
Well,
just stopped, so I think it may have left.
If you say its name, that can trigger some activity, make it mad. His name's George Brown. Go ahead
George
and
Brown!
what you did.
Come out, George Brown! No such luck.
Ghost is pretty shy, isn't he?
I just heard a piano.
Interesting.
Is there a piano in the house?
I assume so, yeah. You could go check that out. Maybe he's moved over to the piano, wants to play us some tunes. Maybe he's got a cover of Bloody Tears. Put this on the sub.
I only heard like one note. Oh, there's the piano.
He's moved really far.
Oh, I just saw handprints on the.
Saw what?
I just saw footprints or handprints on the chair seat here.
Spooky. See, I'm shining the UV in here. I didn't see anything.
So it is cold. Wait, it was briefly cold next to the piano.
We'll
Right now
see.
it's cold right here. I think it was just cold when I was moving.
It seems like that temperature checker is like the best thing. Okay, I just
I'd
saw
agree.
the sky. I thought it was something.
His closet's still cold.
I really wish I had gotten a picture of whatever that was on the piano bench. Or should I say the bench that was next to the piano?
Maybe he kind of just hangs out in this hallway and it's not necessarily the closet. I don't know. Ask him some more questions in the spirit box. Maybe he'll give an answer.
George! Get your face out here. Smile.
I guess I'll look for low temperatures in the basement.
Sounds good to me. You should use your radio, Caldroth, because I turned you off Discord. Oh, I'm blinking in. I'm in the garage.
I'm in the basement. Yeah, I can hear footsteps.
I'm probably gonna die soon. Yeah, I heard the footsteps. I think he's in here right with me. Yeah, every time I turn on my flashlight, it blinks. So, garage.
You guys should not be talking during this. I can hear you. But it looks like we're safe now, so assuming no one's dead.
Okay. Man, I should have stayed there and take a picture.
How can you tell when it's safe again?
I turn on the flashlight really quick, see if it's still flickering usually. Oh, I just heard him walk right next to me. That's spooky. I'm gonna go out to the van.
You left your black light in the middle of the hallway. I'm like, whoa, black light.
Everyone's oh, that's not good.
My light's blinking. He's like right next to me. He just got killed.
No.
Oh my gosh, with your headphones on, that really Well then, we get to see what happens when you're a ghost.
Maybe we should get your insurance and leave.
So do you want to do the randomizer after this?
You could, if you want.
Am I able to see the ghost
got the
while I'm a
picture.
ghost?
Yeah, you are. Not always, but like more than if you were just a person who wasn't dead. So you can watch them hunt us and kill us. It's fun.
Yeah, no, it's always good when you permanently kill somebody in a game that they give you something to do.
Activity went up to 10 just as we left. Interesting. Okay.
I want to see if I can get a good look at the ghost before you guys go.
Are there any ghost orbs or anything?
All I saw was the ghost's hands.
Oh, the ghost on the camera when he was hiding. The camera though, I don't know if you could actually take a picture of the video. For money.
Where I was standing was obviously the worst place to stand. Yeah, unfortunately, Master's sound wasn't working, so we're kind of cheating right now.
Try to figure out what he is based on what we know he isn't.
Well, he had like zombie-like hands.
No, I think their appearance is random. Doesn't actually correspond to what they are.
Oh, okay.
We know he has ghost writing. We don't actually know anything else. Unless you happen to notice freezing temperatures.
It's actually kind of hard to find the staircase when everything's all wispy.
Only ghosts that have only certain types of ghosts can have freezing temperatures. Let's see, so we could guess at what it is. There's like 6 different ghosts it could be because we only have one piece of evidence, so we could just leave.
Is that a towel? I would not want to have my vision replaced with this.
If you would like to leave, you can press the this panel over here.
No, don't leave without me.
I guess that was an Oni.
Alright, so what do you guys think? You want to try that one more time, or do you want to...
Welcome back. I've got some
We
jobs
could
ready
try
for you.
one more time.
Alright, let's see if we can get our in-game sound working this time so we can play
Yes.
with it.
Also, one of you guys can host too.
And they accidentally just
Like,
changed my Windows
Sometimes
settings.
Discord has problems and you just leave the call and come back and it works. So, we try that.
It was my end. I figured it out.
What was it?
I had Calderoth on mute because we were talking in-game.
You didn't check that?
No, I didn't check that afterwards. That was my fault.
Okay, let's start another. Assuming we're still doing Phasmaphobia.
No, I've
Start
already
another one.
loaded up Zelda, unless you want to go back to Phasmaphobia.
What do you think, Cauldron?
I mean, he's already in the game. I figure we might as well just... Like, we haven't actually been able to talk about anything since we were playing Phasmaphobia.
I thought the point of it was we weren't really going to talk about much, and it was just kind of us playing a game.
Yeah, that was the point.
No.
But it's okay. We were having a lot of technical difficulties with it, so I think we'll go ahead and... if that's alright, I'm willing to go back, if you want to go back. So, Salmes on the Twitch chat says that this is something better, so let's stick with this.
We have one vote from a viewer.
Alright, we'll
It's
go
a
with
quorum.
that. So let's talk about instant death again.
Yeah, so... Yeah, it's important that it feels fair, and... You generally want it also to not be that punishing. So yeah, Dark Souls is generally pretty fair about the instant death, but it is also one of the more punishing things. So...
I know that it's
I
like a
think
rage
it's-
quit for a lot of people falling off cliffs.
Yeah, I guess a lot of times you can get like knocked off of a cliff by an enemy, and then that feels really cheap. And then if you're like trying to retrieve your souls from last time, then I could definitely see that pissing you off.
There's a few bosses that the cliff is like part of the boss fight, like the Iron Giant in Dark Souls 1, or if you don't flip all the switches on the Dragon Rider in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
I actually think the Dragon Rider is a great use of space because he kind of commands the space he's in when he's trying to stab you.
What I like is there's this guy. He has like this unpronounceable name. And of course, I'm gonna do it. Well, that was a waste of money. That there's a guy on YouTube who does these meme guide videos, and I've enjoyed watching them for Dark Souls games, or he does like some of the Elder Scrolls games as well. But in Dark Souls 2, he always kills the Dragon Rider by making him swing his weapon and he just falls off the cliff. So even though you can get rid of all of those pits on the boss fight, if you know what you're doing, it actually might be easier to lead them and make him fall off. The same thing with the Iron Giant. What I like about Dark Souls is that the enemies kind of follow the same rules that you do. So even though the cliffs are... Yeah, Salme's kind of wrote the right name. I don't know if there's a P in it. Is there? I think it's... whatever the name is. But what I like about in Dark Souls is that even though you fall off a cliff and you die instantly, that can happen to the enemies just as well.
I do like how enemies can do the same things you do. Some enemies even parrying you.
I also like how enemies can hit each other or things like that can happen. Stupid monkey. Oh gosh. That's his name. Alright, let's get a monkey back. I think we need him in order to open the game. And also, welcome, Nick. So also, here's another question. We just went through an invisible maze. That's another trope that comes up a lot in Metroidvania games.
Is it invisible? I thought that you can
You can kind of see through the top of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit transparent or translucent
Yeah.
where you can walk.
Yeah, invisible walls. Sort of. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but...
It's kind of like the dark rooms that we were talking about extremely briefly before.
Yeah, they had an environmental station alpha, so good games have done it. I don't know if I like it.
Just because a good game did it doesn't mean that the game was better because they did it.
Sure.
Like, look at Hollow Knight and the death system.
Well, Salmes just brought up invisible wall secrets, like blowing up walls, and like you can't tell that it's destroyable, or invisible walls that you can just walk through.
Is it invisible walls or is it illusionary walls? Because they're kind of the opposite of each other.
Illusionary walls. Invisible walls are, I think, more annoying, in my opinion. Like, if you think you can go that way, but for some reason, inexplicably, you can't.
Yeah.
Those, in my opinion, are worse than the illusionary walls.
Worse when they try to rationalize it and just say like, oh, there's a magical force field, you gotta go get the 5 keys to get through.
Yeah, it tends to be a little better if they telegraph it on the map. I've been playing Metroid Zero Mission with my kids, because that's what they wanted to play one night. And I was noticing that they did a pretty good job making most of those walls telegraphed a lot better. You haven't even played La Mulana, Nick.
He knows.
Hey, that's hinted at, and also don't spoil any puzzles.
The solution to every puzzle is look for a hidden wall. Or a fake wall.
Let's see if he'll fall in a bomb.
With some of them, yeah, it's just a random fake wall, but a lot of that kind of puzzle has, there's a tablet somewhere telling you about it.
Well, Kuldroth, you have friends today.
Thank you.
You've been outnumbered this entire time, but now you're being swarmed on the chat.
All I have to do is rant about La Mulana. That's what I should have been doing my whole life.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I don't think this thing can be killed unless you have arrows. So we may be unable to do this dungeon.
Did you try your staff?
I did try my staff. Oh, no, I didn't try I didn't try.
Yeah, you tried your rod. You gotta use the rod.
You have to use the rod. Go back.
I did use the rod. I'll go back, but I did use the rod and it didn't work.
There's like a 1% chance that the staff works.
Yeah, I feel like you could probably land a job interview if you just start ranting about Lana. Like, everyone seems to hate it.
I don't know. I think a lot of people
Nothing
aren't really
works.
familiar.
That doesn't... Lightbulb thing doesn't sound familiar for Silent Hill 2.
So
But
I
Silent Hill 2
recently,
does have
so-
some bad puzzles.
I mean, there was the Monkey Island puzzle where you had to use a monkey as a wrench.
See, but that has some kind of, at least a silly logic
It's a
to
good
it.
meme. It's a good meme.
I think the LucasArts games were actually pretty good in general about their puzzles. Okay, where the heck is the key? There has to be a key somewhere around here. Well, we got a fire rod.
Chest.
I don't know what the fire rod's going to do as far as how much good it's going to do us.
Maybe you can get into the dungeon in the southeast corner now. The ice one.
I haven't played Grim
Oh, that
Fandango.
might be true.
It's-
I think we need the flippers in order to get to that because it's in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, well, I don't think we can progress this dungeon because I think we need arrows to do that. Right now, the big bottleneck in the Zelda side of things is the arrows. However, I know for a fact that from the Dark World, there are entrances to Super Metroid, so it's possible we can skip some of the map and access areas we wouldn't otherwise be able to get to in Super Metroid if we could find those exits.
Yeah, you should be able to get to a lot more places in the Dark World.
But yeah, on the subject of instant deaths, I played a game called Mortal Manor, and in that game it had Castlevania-style death, but it had like Dark Souls-like difficulty. Like the enemies could kill you very quickly, and there are long stretches before each checkpoint. So if you ever died in the process of moving from one point to another, it was the most frustrating thing for that to happen. You would lose entire sections of the map that you had already previously explored, and a lot of times the rewards that you had found in the process weren't really worth going back for. So another thing I think that Dark Souls does to make its death less impactful is that the consequences are actually fairly low. You keep any items that you pick up, and really the only thing you lose is whatever souls you're carrying, so as long as you're not carrying souls, there really isn't anything to lose.
Of course, your humanity.
Yeah, or humanity in the case of Dark Souls 1.
Or half your health bar in Dark Souls 2, because that's a good mechanic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's...
I just played the whole game that way.
Yeah, I played the whole game hollow with the one ring that makes you lose less health.
I played that way, like when I played Demon Souls, that's how I did it. But, you know, I don't know, I guess as I got better, I just prefer being in human form.
So I will add Grim Fandango to my list.
I think that was one of the PlayStation Plus games.
In the Metroidvania realm, though, I think as long as you don't make them lose items or map progression, like you don't lose what's on your map, then instant death isn't such a big... It isn't as big a deal. I think that's one way you can mitigate the impact of...
Yeah. Instant death feels the worst in a game like, you know, Castlevania,
Right.
Classicvania, where you just have to restart the level.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing. Okay, well, we can't get anywhere without the hammer in the Dark World, so we may have gone through all this trouble to not really get anywhere. I'm going to come up here and see if there's an entrance to Super Metroid, though.
Have either of you played Teslagrad?
I have.
I played some of it, but I never finished it.
Yeah, that's
Played
the game
like
where
first couple hours.
And that game
Yeah.
is really frustrating only because of its one-hit death mechanics.
yeah, like the entire game is instant death. including boss fights. So you'll like have this really long boss fight and then get hit once when. Oh, now I gotta start it all over again.
Imagine if La Mulana was instant death. That'd be amazing.
Surprised it doesn't have a difficulty option for that.
Okay, I'm betting this leads to Super Metroid. Nope, I guess not. Do I have a shield? Okay, I have that. You know what, let's go ahead and get a potion. Why not?
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 has a lot of, like, kind of questionable enemy placements, in my opinion.
Yeah, the thing I hated the most about Dark Souls 2 is that there were a lot of points that you'd go into an area and then there was no way to avoid aggroing like a swarm of enemies. And the entire Dark Souls system seems to be designed around trying to avoid fighting multiple enemies at the same time as much as possible.
Yeah, it's better for one-on-one, usually. Although Dark Souls 2 kind of taught me how to deal with multiple enemies. I feel like there's a few places in Bloodborne, like I seem to remember that kind of requires you to take on two enemies at once, or multiple enemies at once. At the very beginning, even, I think there's like an area where there's a whole bunch of, I don't know what you call them, night hunters or whatever, out by like a burning stake. And unless
You get like
do it
a-
very carefully, then they kind of swarm you.
You get just like the giant horde of enemies walking around in the first area, Bloodborne, and you can, yeah, you can get swarmed, but Bloodborne, you're faster. Or at least it feels like you're faster.
Yeah, you're faster, and then you have that mechanic where if you do get hit, then you can kind of retrieve some of your health back. Okay, let's see what this gives us.
You should finish Dark Souls 1.
Ah, he gave us the flippers! Well, that was very nice of him. That's gonna be a big thing for us.
What does he usually give you?
The Quake Medallion?
It makes a lot more sense that he give you flippers.
I think there might be some kind of Japanese lore behind that. A lot of times when you have weird situations like this, it's based off of some mythology. And yeah, I like Dark Souls 1 the most still, and I think it probably is most attributable. Well, there's a lot of things I like about Dark Souls 1, but the Metroidvania level design is definitely part of it. I can go on for a long time about stat systems, and what I like about Dark Souls 1's stat system is I like the way pyromancy works in that it kind of sits outside of the soul levels, and so you can kind of apply it to any build. So it made the builds a lot more interesting, in my opinion.
Coldruth was talking about how he's really done with Souls-like, so maybe we should stop talking about them.
It's not like I dislike them as like a concept. It's just like I personally don't want to play another one.
I still have Sekiro and Dark Souls 3 to beat. I still haven't gotten to those games yet because I've been very busy with the website.
Sekiro just does not feel like a Souls-like either.
No, it doesn't.
It's because it's not.
It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is the most polished overall. Especially with the boss fights, that's clearly what they focused on.
I'm afraid to do this because I don't know how to get back to the Dark World. Okay, we can't do this yet because we need the super gloves in order to get past that.
Yeah, I don't really like Dark Souls 3 very much, but I will admit it has some awesome bosses.
I make Buddha sad in Sekiro. Oh, it's the super gloves! Man, this is just this has been a very fruitful night already.
Yeah. I mean, Dark Souls 3, the Undead Settlement was pretty not linear. I like that.
Man, we just
And
got-
you know, some of the other first areas, and some of the later ones too, aren't linear.
I don't know if we need the bow in this level, but let's give it a shot. I love these statues. These are the best. What the? Oh, I guess we do need the fire staff. I actually don't remember this being required on these guys, but I guess it is.
Yeah, I think Dark Souls 3 was the one where I decided that... Well, that was the one where like I noticed the magic stopping. I was just like breezing through the game, and I'm like, oh, I guess this doesn't really feel like Dark Souls anymore, even though it is.
Do you know,
Yeah,
honest, I kind of got the same thing from Dark Souls 3, so I think it may be more of a fault of Dark Souls 3 and less that the formula is dead.
It's definitely a Dark Souls 3 thing.
Part of the feeling was, well, the first thing I thought was this level design's better than Dark Souls 2 because, you know, it just feels better. But then, like, as I'm playing, I'm like, they're not really using any original ideas here. This feels more like it was created for Dark Souls fans, which is ironically not very good for Dark Souls fans.
So Dark Souls 3 is a Dark Souls fan game?
Kind of feels like it was.
Well, no, because the Dark Souls
Made
fan
by
game is
different
actually
people.
really good. The Daughters of Ash. Like, Daughters of Ash is amazing. I love playing that one. I mean, it has its issues, of course, but the novelty of it is it's fresh and original.
I also don't like how Dark Souls 3 feels because
Wow,
it feels like they kind of just took the speediness of Bloodborne and were like, hey, this is Dark Souls now. Just go fast and roll constantly, and armor means nothing because you guys like Bloodborne, right?
Yeah, and I played with Spear and Shield in pretty much all of them, and Dark Souls 3 really butchered shields.
That's because they kind of wrote the Bloodborne engine, which isn't designed around shields at all.
Yeah.
I actually stopped using shields a long time ago. I did a challenge run for myself when playing Dark Souls 1, where I'm like, I'm not going to use a shield. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I ever do this before?
So I never actually got rid of the shield, but I still, like, I had the shield equipped the whole time, but then I never really used it.
Yeah, it's good to get it like a backpack.
Yeah, that's what I would do, because there's a couple of situations where having a shield is useful, plus with the Grass shield you get more stamina regeneration.
I'm so used to not using shields anymore that I usually center my build around having... One thing I like about Dark Souls 3 is that they had a few offhand items you could just hold to get stats. That was nice.
I played through a bit of Dark Souls 3 again, but with the Cinders mod it was actually more enjoyable. Just because there's a lot of new stuff, even though it was the same game.
What's the best backpack? In Demon Souls, the best backpack was the Agitator Shield, because back in Demon Souls, health regeneration was actually good. You have the ladle in your offhand in Dark Souls 2. One thing I really like about Dark Souls 2 was its dual wielding system. That is the one thing that makes Dark Souls 2 fun for me.
Power stancing is the best.
I love power stancing, and that was a real disappointment that they dropped that when they made Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, you're right, we should talk about not Dark Souls.
Aren't you supposed to be bombing the Staphos after...
Is that how that works? Is that the trick?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad you mentioned something, because we probably would have been here for like 10 minutes of me. Like, man, this guy has way too many hit points. This game's dumb. Okay, so here's a question. Do I want to keep going down, or do I want to go through the door here?
Obviously the door.
Well, I guess we can't go down anyway. Why is that even cracked if I can't break it?
Did you land on it?
I did land on it, but I don't think it was... I think it was cracked before I landed on it. So unless there's just, like, a lot of people coming through here... okay, one of these guys...
A lot of people played this game.
Yeah, how do you think these jellyfish get here? It's like part of their commute.
So you think the jellyfish are the ones hitting the ground? They fly.
Yeah, they fly, but they hit the ground first.
Okay, I knew one of those guys would have a key. You know what? I'm gonna use that
They
Pokemon
don't,
that
they
I
don't,
picked up.
they don't fly, they kind of float. They can only hover a certain distance above the ground.
There.
Maybe they convert like the kinetic energy of smacking the ground into their flotational energy.
Do you know what the irony of me taking me so much damage is that I actually have the red armor, I think. What were some of the other questions? Sewer levels is also something I see a lot in games, and I don't think that I've seen anybody mention that they like them.
They can be
Sewer
fine.
levels are the worst. They don't need to exist. Everyone just feels like they need to include them because
But why? Why do you think
I don't
developers
know.
think they need to include them?
Maybe they look at like old Metro games and they're like, look, sewer level, it's so classic and original
Teenage
from
Mutant Ninja
video
Turtles did it,
games.
so we have to do it too.
Oh yeah, I did introduce this to Soundbase. We're playing the Zelda X Super Metroid randomizer. So we switch between Super Metroid and Zelda, which we probably won't be getting to Super Metroid tonight because we have too many Zelda things to do.
Yeah, it seems like all of our time's going to be spent in Zelda.
Super Metroid is a 4-hour game, and Zelda is like a minimum 10-hour game, so it's just gonna be a more time-consuming game. I'm gonna go up. I have good feelings about up. I should not have had good feelings about up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on. There's gotta be a key under this. No. Okay. Nope. We just gotta fall. Is this a mini boss? Nope. Just an icy room. Yeah, so there might be Zelda items in Super Metroid and vice versa. Yeah, it's a good thing I had the hook shot, otherwise we'd have to save a quid.
There were a lot more important Zelda upgrades, at least.
Come on.
If you count a missile pack as a single upgrade, then Metroid's still got plenty.
We haven't seen any of those in Zelda.
We got super missiles the first time in Zelda. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna kill all these.
A normal
simple
missile.
cures.
Not right here.
I don't know for sure that there's not like a compass or something in here, so I'm just clear all the enemies. Oh no! Okay. Never mind.
Oh no.
Zelda has all of the heart pieces though, so I think Zelda's probably going to win the number contest.
So what games have the best grappling hooks?
Probably Environmental Station Alpha to start.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's the best grappling hook is because it works on anything except for specific. It's the opposite of what a lot of games do, like Super Metroid. You had special walls that you could use grappling hooks on, and in Environmental Station Alpha, it's the opposite.
Yeah, I asked that knowing full well you were going to say Environmental Station Alpha.
Yeah, it was a softball. Yeah, Just Cause actually has a pretty fun.
Well, what games have the worst grapples? Hey, speaking of missiles.
What has the worst grappling hooks? Axiom Verge.
I don't remember
That's
grapple
because-
at all.
That's the reason why it has the worst grappling hook, is because you don't need it. It's an optional item, and when you do get it, it's not really all that helpful. Oh, great! All right,
don't
I guess we
remember-
gotta finish this dungeon.
I don't really remember anything of substance about Axiom Verge.
The only thing I really remember about the game is it had way too many weapons.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't even remember the grappling hook in Arkham Asylum.
You start the game with it.
Yeah,
Just like you look at an area and it's like, press L1 and now you're grapple up to it.
you like jump between the vantage points with the grapple. I mean, it wasn't like a tool that you can use. So, I don't know. Does that even count?
Okay. Do I need the hammer for this level? I know of a level that we don't need the hammer for. I just don't know how to get to the dark world there. So, there's 2 levels in the dark world where I know you don't need the hammer. I'm 95% positive. And that is this dungeon and the one in the woods. The grappling hook in Sekiro is great. I would almost say that that's one of the best ones if you wanted to count that game.
Wasn't that pretty much the same as Arkham Asylum, where it's just like...
It was exactly the same.
Yeah, there's just certain spots you can grapple to.
You cannot say that one is good and the other is bad.
Although I think the Sekiro one, like, pops you up afterwards, so you can, like, maneuver some from there.
I don't think there was a grappling hook in Dragon's Dogma. Then one of the classes might have had something that let you climb enemies rapidly.
So, how do you guys feel about the Super Metroid grapple?
Well, it's
It's
keeping us
fine,
out of a
but-
lot of places here. What's that?
It's fine, but limited.
Like,
Actually, it is kind of clunky.
It's clunky, but I weirdly like it.
Oh my gosh, my son watched me play Super Metroid when I was going through it this year. And he became obsessed with grappling hooks. For some reason, out of all the powers that he could have been like really obsessed with, it was the grappling hook. He thought that was the coolest thing ever. He's 3, so I mean, obviously he's got...
Just terrible taste.
Are you gonna get him a grappling hook for his 4th birthday?
Well, it's like it's like that kid who's like, I like Star Wars Episode 3 because there's lava in it. You know, there's not necessarily any rational reason for it. Pure emotion. And for whatever reason, he just thought it was cool.
I actually don't particularly like Terraria's grappling hooks.
Terraria... I never got good with the controls in Terraria.
Like, they're not bad or anything. Yeah, there are a lot of different ones, but they all do almost the same thing. Just doesn't really feel like good to grapple most of the time.
Let's see, this guy's has...
And you kind of have to use it until you get wings.
Doesn't one of the areas here have a ton of chests?
Yeah, there's like a gambling house, and I think you get a heart piece from it, so that means that we'll probably need to do it.
I mean, I think there's just a place with a basement that has a bunch of chests in it.
Oh man, Worms had the best grappling hook. We just got the grappling hook. What the heck?
Wow. Okay.
What are the odds of that happening?
So what games have the best bows? And the best hammers?
Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild.
Best
Yeah,
hammer.
exactly. What games have the best space jumps?
Well, personally, I think Super Metroid has the best space jump.
You think so?
Yeah. Either that or Zero Mission.
I think Zero Mission, it probably controls a lot better. Super Metroid, I sometimes have a little difficulty making it work. It was almost too easy in AM2R. Like, it almost worked like a double jump in that game. So this dungeon... So I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but Zelda 3 is not my favorite Zelda, and one of the things is that its experimental nature with some of his dungeons didn't really click with me, and this is one of those dungeons where it's just kind of like, okay, they just threw a bunch of... they were experimenting with 2 levels, and that was pretty much the only thing this dungeon does.
It's 3D!
Hey, it's pretty cool. Not like all the other dungeons also have it.
Nick is enjoying not being on the microphone tonight.
Says about a Royale, huh? That's weird.
Oh yeah, and also they have random things that turn you into a rabbit come out of the woodwork. And
Yeah, but it's such a cute Metroid.
which game is that? Oh, you mean turning into a Metroid?
Yeah.
But you can't even like suck the life out of things.
What? Which Metroid has the cutest Metroid? This is an important question.
Baby.
2? Because that's the only one that has the baby in it as a baby the whole time. Well, I guess it's a baby briefly in Super Metroid.
I mean, you see it on the menu screen, or the start screen, I should say.
Yeah, the iconic title screen. I'm gonna guess that.
That is one of the best title screens.
Best title screen. Which game?
Super Mario 64?
Oh,
That does have a certain iconic credential to it.
hmm, 2.5 perspectives. Well, I sure don't like it when games have 2.5D graphics for no reason.
So, the first time I experienced 2.5D was back with Klonoa on the PlayStation. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And then when Klonoa 2 came out, I thought it looked great. And then ever since then, it doesn't seem like any game has really ever used the 2.5D in quite as cool a way as that. Like, Klonoa was part of the gameplay. Whereas in, like, Bloodstained, it's just kind of, they did that because, I don't know, cost reasons or something.
Do you know how expensive it would have been to have all those animations if they had done sprites?
No, I understand that, but indie games do it, so, and they clearly had a budget for Bloodstain.
Yeah, they had a big budget for Bloodstained.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
but they
it
had,
be cheaper to have sprite artists doing it?
not
No,
Theoretically.
not with as many different, like, the variety of animations they had, they couldn't have possibly done
there
with that
are
budget.
there are elements of Bloodstain that I am glad that it's 2.5D, but overall, I would prefer it would have looked more like Order of Ecclesia, and I think that that's not an unpopular opinion. Oh gosh, I completely missed
At least
that
looks
trailer.
better than the first trailers it had.
Sure,
Pretty low bar.
I need to play Tomba. Supposedly that's a Metroidvania.
I've never heard of it.
Hey, it's
Well, like-
Sylvan. How's it going, Sylvan?
But when I talk about good-looking 2.5D, though, like, you have to bring up Guilty Gear. Like that, it looks like it's hand-drawn.
They did such a great job with that, and I think that that's an example of how Bloodstain could have looked.
What could have been? Yeah, the best uses of that kind of thing are when you have something really stylized, I think.
Well, I think that's what they were trying to do with Bloodstained, but I don't think they did quite as, like, got there quite as well as Guilty Gear. For example.
What style is it, though?
No,
Like, they do have some, like, cell shading going on. But they wanted to keep a lot of the details still.
I need to buy those on the PSN before Sony shuts down the PS3 store. Tomba
Are they shutting it down?
So they recently just made it so you can't buy it from your PC anymore,
Oh,
which is actually how I was buying them all for a while. So now you have to buy it from the console itself. I need to get on there and get Tomba 1 and 2 and Monster World 4, I think is what it is. It's also on PS3.
yo ho ho.
What's that?
Yo ho ho.
Before the infamous 2.5D version of Monster World 4 comes out.
Oh yeah, that one. That looks terrible. Like,
So I watched a 20-minute video talking about how Uncanny Valley doesn't exist and his argument for it. And it's like, there's no such thing as Uncanny Valley. It's not the more realistic it looks, the more creepy it looks. It's just that this is bad art. Like,
well,
That's not the argument, though.
They made it 2.5D, but they still didn't. They still gave it really crappy animations, which is like, what's the point of doing 2.5D then?
The argument for Uncanny Valley is, I'm sure you guys know that it's not that it's more realistic or anything. It's that it's approaching but not quite realistic.
Right,
Yeah.
but you should watch this video because that is the argument that he was addressing, and he made a pretty good case for why that's not really a valid reason why the things that people attribute to Uncanny Valley. It's more that the art is just bad.
I'd believe it. I mean, it's all buzzwords anyways.
Right.
You know.
Yes, there is a remake for Monster World 4 coming out, and you should YouTube it because it doesn't look very great. It's probably gotten enough backlash on its reveal trailer that they might pull it back and try and work on it a little bit more.
Like, if they just add some more keyframes, then it should be better. I don't know.
So yeah. Yes, but we also, like, even when it's like real life, we respawn in a base. Like when somebody's crippled or, you know, their eyes are crooked or whatever. That has nothing to do with them being realistic or not, or, you know, approaching reality. They just...
You're saying that their art is bad?
Yeah, I'm saying that their art is bad. No offense to crippled people, but
Heard it here first.
I think that we react that way because we have that innate sense that people can be contagious, and we don't want to have what they have.
Yeah, so you're saying that we're concerned that we're going to contract the bad art.
We're going to contract the Uncanny Valley from the Uncanny Valley things.
Like, not everything has to be rational.
I am obviously not expressing this as well as I could while playing a Zelda mod talking about this, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I understand it perfectly. I like listening to you struggle to get it out.
It's kind of like being scared of spiders. Like, most spiders can't hurt you at all.
Right.
People still will freak out about them.
There's a comedian that was talking about that. The saying, the spider is more afraid of you than you are of them. And it's like, I'm pretty sure the spider didn't jump up on the edge of the bathtub and squeal like a little girl when it saw me.
But it wanted to.
Oh gosh, yeah, lizard brain stuff. So ultimately, Uncanny Valley just means it looks creepy. And honestly, you can continue saying Uncanny Valley, and I think most people know what you're talking about, regardless of whether or not it technically fits the definition that people originally attributed to it.
That's the thing about buzzword.
Yeah.
How did this even come up? Like, did somebody think Monster World 4 was Uncanny Valley?
I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I just brought it up on a whim for no reason.
Who knows?
Rewind the tape. I actually think this dungeon is where you're supposed to get the super glove.
Yeah, I think so.
This dungeon seems not very fun.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. It's
An
one of like
escort
3
mission
dungeons that, to be honest, I don't like the ice dungeon either.
Wow, that poor blob was destroyed.
So that's my unpopular opinion about Zelda 3. Part of it, I think the problem is that when I originally played it, it was after I had played Link's Awakening, and Link's Awakening has maybe the best dungeons in the Zelda series. So coming off of that, it's definitely easy to be hard on this game, probably unfairly so. But I'm sure
I
Go ahead.
I generally don't mind kind of generic, just dungeon crawling. And dungeon crawling is relaxing, as long as you're not like trying to rush to the end of it as fast as you can.
I don't think Zelda's mechanics really favor, like, just gauntlets of enemies and whatnot. Yeah, Link's Awakening's meant. Was that a key just now? I looked down somewhere else. That was a key, okay.
Yeah.
That was a key. Yes, we can actually answer. We can rewind the clock because of the stream delay.
That's funny. Okay, if I could just remember my way back to the light room, we can go beat this dungeon.
Who is this person following you?
So in the main game, you find this girl, and she's like, "You gotta get me out of this place. It's dangerous." But it turns out that she's actually an oogie boogie monster. She just hates lights so much, which makes you wonder why she was trying to get you out of the. Why she was trying to get you out of the dungeon? Oh no! Do I need the bow to fight this guy?
I don't see you having a bright future. Oh my god.
I love the fake translation. This is the bullet hell boss.
Maybe it's just like a reverse werewolf.
Against all odds, I actually kind of like this boss as far as Zelda goes.
This is looking like a bullet hell game.
Oops.
Well, there's lasers.
I really wish I still had that potion from earlier. Oh gosh. Because I'm probably going to need it. No. One thing I'll say about Zelda 3 also is that if you're not constantly collecting heart pieces, you're going to have a really bad time. I love how I keep getting the compass on the boss.
Now you can find the boss!
I did play Robbie Ribby. Yeah, arguably it's the best Metroidvania on Steam. It's really fun. You should play Robbie Ribby, Master. I think you would enjoy the sequence breaking aspect of it.
I should, I still haven't. I need to play that and Voldy's Story. Those are the two games everyone says I need to play.
Put aside the theming, and it's pretty fun. Alright, oh, we got a heart piece, which...
Oh, that's a lot of chest.
That's actually ironic, because I think that's what you normally get from this. I'm going to try it one more time, but I'm pretty sure we just got the item, the special item you can get from this. So Nick wants to talk about noises when you're low on health. How do we feel about those?
I don't think they should do them. Or maybe they could do it like one time.
It kind of adds to the atmosphere in Super Metroid, I'm gonna be honest.
So I really like the mods for Mega Man games. Sorry, the Mega Man fan games. You know, the boop, 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 boop sound he makes whenever he's charging his laser. A lot of Mega Man fan games now have it fade out if you hold down the button for long enough. Like, it just disappears. I'm like, that's genius. They should have done that originally.
I've just gotten used to it.
Just repetitive noises in general. Like, how about the constant noise when you're shine sparking?
That doesn't bother me as much because it sounds cool when you're running. It's part of the speed feeling.
I think it's like, if you can stop it anytime you want, then like you feel like you have control over it. But when it's like you're in a state that you already want to get rid of, and the game like is just not letting you get like the health you need to get out of that, and it's reminding you constantly. It's like, geez, I know.
I perfectly understand how it's annoying. Personally, I don't have many problems with Super Metroid Beep.
Okay, do you use the torch on this? No? What do you use on this?
Is that a goblet of blood?
What did you say, Caldrath?
I think you use the magic powder.
Is there magic powder in this game? I know that's what you use in Link's Awakening. I just didn't think this game had magic powder.
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yep. You
Can you
normally
use your empty bottle to collect the fluid?
That's right. I remember the magic powder. You like drop it on.
you get like a mushroom and take it to the witch, and then she gives you the magic powder. I think it is.
Okay, I remember that now. So this game does have magic power. So in Zelda Link's Awakening, they combine the magic power with the torch. They're the same item.
So does Link's Awakening try to be a remake of this game?
No, it's its own thing. In many ways, it's
Oracle of Ages and Seasons is a remake of Link's Awakening. Because they like use a lot of the same art.
really, I didn't have too much trouble, Salmes, with the Mega Man collection on Steam. So Robbie Ribby, you can actually beat the entire game without picking up any power-ups.
Oh, how hard is it?
That's how good the sequence breaking is in that game. I've never done that, but I find it very interesting that you can.
This is interesting. What kinds of power-ups do you have available?
So you can't even pick up the weapon for the main character. I think you take this guy to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're not trying to sequence break, what are some of the abilities that you don't pick up?
Things like double jumping, and I think there's like a dash and a bunch of other things. Normal Metroidvania upgrades. And then there's a whole bunch of stat upgrades that help you in combat, which obviously is going to make a big difference. Okay, so I have no idea how this is going to work. Do they just give me the item? Or
The
they
money
actually
for the
work on
child.
sword? Oh, it just gave me the item. Awesome. Alright, now what can I do with this thing?
What was that?
Is that the Quake one?
I think that's the Quake Medallion. That's going to let us to get into one of the dungeons. I don't remember which one, though.
Doesn't that one work as like a AoE magic powder?
Yeah, and the magic powder really isn't all that useful. Among my complaints in this game is that most of the items aren't really interesting. They're like keys.
Yeah. Yeah, like all the gloves are basically just keys.
And a lot of the enemies don't have... they have like one weakness and that's it. You know, I could go on nitpicking the game. I don't think it's bad. I mean, I'm obviously enjoying myself right now. Where's the shovel? I don't want to use that item. Okay, there we go.
Are you supposed to bring your own shovel?
No, he gives you a shovel for this particular minigame.
BYOS.
So
You just have to dig randomly until you find it.
Wow, another heart piece in the place where heart pieces belong. That's interesting.
It seems kind of awful.
I wonder if this is actually randomized.
Surely at some point, you know, you've been getting the item from the random thing pretty quickly on all of these.
Yeah.
So it can't be random, I think. Maybe it's part of their randomizer, and they just don't want you to spend 20 minutes trying a minigame.
Okay, so I think I can do the forest dungeon now. So let's go do that.
Didn't Wind Waker have terrible minigames?
I had a couple of random ones. I remember hearing about that. I actually had not finished Wind Waker myself, but I remember hearing about that from watching Summoning Salt, and he had that video about Wind Waker speedrunning, and they just had discovered a new glitch that lets you skip half the game.
I definitely watched that video. I like Summoning Salt.
Yeah, Summoning Salt's great. He's one of the best YouTubers out there.
So what minigames would you say aren't terrible?
I was hoping this would lead to Super Metroid. Mini games I actually like. Final Fantasy VII was really fun to hang out in Gold Saucer, in my opinion.
They had the snowboarding mini game, which was not a very good snowboarding mini game, or it wasn't a very good snowboarding game, but it was kind of interesting to have that variety in there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like, some of it's just like, it's absurd that this game exists within this other game.
All of Xenosaga's mini games were fun, I thought.
I've been playing Nier Automata for the first time recently, and I really enjoy the hacking minigame.
Hacking minigames are really interesting because I either really, really hate them or sometimes they're a highlight. Like Mass Effect, I got so tired of doing those dumb hacking minigames.
I also like how the music gets chiptuned when you're in the hacking minigame.
So, I love and hate this dungeon. What's cool about it is it kind of mixes the overworld with the underworld. And so, like, you have to kind of go to different parts of the forest in order to progress. So that's interesting.
Oh, in a lot of recent Zachtronics games, they'll have like a mini game usually, you know, like Mahjong or something.
And yeah, Hollow Knight's card game is a lot of fun. Card mini games in general seem to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, Gwen.
Card mini games are more like fully fledged games, though.
Yeah.
And a lot of them.
Yeah,
like
and,
Shovel Knight and The Witcher.
yeah, and The Witcher 3, like, I got the big, like, third DLC, went to that area, collected all the Gwent cards, and then I, like, just didn't do any of the rest of it.
We have to go back to that other dungeon because I don't think we opened the big chest. I'm just remembering.
Oh, Fallout New Vegas has Caravan.
I don't
I don't actually remember if that's unique to Fallout New Vegas, but I remember it exists.
So I think these things, they die way faster with the fire rod.
That's probably true. I should probably get that out. Those guys die instantly if you throw something at them. The problem with using magic is that not everything drops magic. Oh, cool. We got not the mirror shield, but something better. Fire shield, whatever you call this.
What does that do?
It just blocks other things. So, what
Oh, kind of ugly.
normally you can block arrows and stuff, but you can't block magic, so this lets you block magic now. I think.
Yeah.
So what if Samus used the shield?
I don't know if it would help her that much.
Because I know something people complain about. Well, maybe not that much, but you can't really dodge a lot of projectiles very easily of the Metroid games.
So, being a 2D platformer, Samus at least has the ability to jump in order to dodge, but yeah, she lacks agility unless it's other M. It's when she finally got agile. For some reason I thought that wall was bombable or something. But I don't think that Samus needs any kind of dodge ability personally. But they gave her the parry in Metroid Samus Returns.
So apparently people like the parry. I remember, like, when the game came out, hearing people say they didn't like it, but recently everyone said that they do like it.
I thought it was fine. I think the bigger combat improvement is the ability to aim in any direction. Like 360 degrees. But yeah, I agree with Salamis. I think I like AM2R's version of her best because she doesn't need to change in order for the game to be good. Oops.
Is it just me, or do these bumpers seem completely out of place in Zelda?
Yeah, there's a lot
Those
of things I like in this
bumpers,
game.
they bump you so far. It's crazy.
It's like
Wait.
it's like what they put into the prototype and then never changed it.
Like, where's the energy coming from?
They're just really bouncy.
You know, we have to
It's
go
like
back.
an infinite energy machine. Put one of those things in front of a dam or something.
So Nick says Gwent is the best card game, but I haven't played it, so it can't be. What are some other good card games? There's always Triple Triad. That wasted way too many hours of my life.
Wasn't that in both 8 and 9?
And
Maybe.
9 had its own version of it, but it wasn't Triple Triad. I think you can push this block. Yeah, whatever. I'll just use this staff that we keep complaining that's not that useful.
Justify your existence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the one Zectronics puzzle game has like a Mahjong variant, and when I unlocked it, I just played it more than I actually played the main game.
That's what happened in Final Fantasy VIII. It basically became the Triple Triad player. Okay, so I can bomb that wall. Oh, great. We get to be a Metroid again. If. Might as well absorb it. It doesn't last that long.
There's like dialogue and there's Steam achievements tied to beating it 100 times though, so I have to keep going.
Gotta get those cheapos.
It's like the only achievements in the game besides a couple of really specific things are just like beating the game. It's just like, oh, play 100 rounds of this.
This room is literally just a magic refill.
I mean, that's nice. We were out of magic.
Yeah.
Wouldn't complain.
I will complain about how you run out of magic too easily in this game. Do you know what was also cool in Link's Awakening? When you got the magic rod, it was infinite. Alright, now how do I get across that? Let me think.
Oh yeah, I think that altar when you use the
Can you
magic
bumper across?
Okay, so I think I need the Pegasus boots to get across that. I think I have to Pegasus into the bumper. So I think we're done with this dungeon for now.
Sorry, Cauldron. I talked over you.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, no, I'm trying to remember what I was saying.
Oh great, I've ruined the stream.
Oh yeah, that altar that you needed the magic powder for, that's how you double your magic meter.
I don't know why I remembered that.
I think the best
Magic meter.
I think the best minigame in any game is Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3 from Doom 3.
Have you seen that like Turkey of Christmas Past or whatever game that's on Steam?
No.
It's like a Turkey Souls game. You play a giant turkey against a horde of cats. It's really weird.
Later now.
Good night now.
Yep, we'll see.
Oh, this looks... On user review. Yeah, I've definitely heard of this before.
The turkey game?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Oh.
You just somehow know of every game on Steam.
It's called the Steam Queue. Do you want to link
You
that,
sure?
Master, as long as you have it open?
Sure.
It's a bizarre game.
In Discord and on Twitch.
Yeah, Q, don't you have a thing where you see every single game that got added to Steam whenever it gets added?
I just use the Steam Queue system. Like when I was studying for the CPA exam, I just had it open while I was listening to lectures and just going through them. And I completed my Steam queue, and I'm like, yeah, I'll keep that up. Why not? And that's actually how I find a lot of the Metroidvania games that I post in the news post. As soon as they add the Steam page, I can see it.
Q just likes recommending me semi-popular but poorly rated games that I have no interest in, no history of ever having interest in.
So, for the record, I did not recommend the turkey game. I just thought it was weird.
Have you played any of the games he's recommended?
I'm actually gonna open my queue right now.
So the only
Yeah,
game that I
Ghost Runner.
recommended that you just kind of silently avoid is the Dreaming Mary game.
Let's see. Maybe you'll actually like it, and that's why he's recommending it, even though it's a game that you would never play on your own.
Why does it recommend me VR games? I don't have a VR headset. I've never bought a VR game. Unless you count
Well,
like VR compatible games.
He
Because
knows that you should buy a VR headset.
yeah, run out of magic, and now I have to grind these stupid hands in order to get my magic back. Hopefully he drops a giant bottle.
Couldn't you have just lamped most of those?
I ran out of magic, so I had gone through and lit every candle, but now I'm out of magic. And so now I'm going to whine about... Nal just got on Noita. We know the real reason why he left the stream. Okay, I don't think these guys actually drop magic, so I don't know where I'm going to grind that out. That's annoying.
Skater XO. I've never played a sports game on Steam before. Check out Rocket League.
It's an esport.
See, what's the point of recommending a game that you would just go and play on your own? He's got to recommend ones that he knows that you'll like, but you'd never actually like play them without him recommending them.
It seems to only recommend me games I've already seen the Steam page for. I've already visited them and read reviews and stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't like this game. And then the queue just decides to show it to me again.
But it didn't ever
Wait,
show you in
what have I
queue.
recommended you besides... I can't even remember what I've recommended to you at this
No,
point.
not queue. I'm talking about the Steam,
The Steam
queue.
queue. Okay. Yeah, recently my screen name has not been the best screen name to have. I'm like, should I change it? Nah, I don't know. I've had it for years, so we'll keep it.
What's wrong with it?
It's associated with certain conspiracy theories.
Oh.
now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you could just switch it to Pumpkin Queue like you did in the Discord. Oh,
But it still has the Q in it. I am not associated, nor do I support. I want to make that clear, but that has been my name for ages, so I don't think I'm going to change it. Or my online screen name.
Well, maybe you need to go talk to those people and be like, hey,
Hey, knock it off.
I'm Professor Q.
I had the name first. It's like T-Bone on Seinfeld. No, I'm T-Bone.
I get the same stuff with Master sometimes. Because I guess in 2020 it has certain connotation.
Oh, sure.
Also, it just already has connotation.
Let's see.
Also, it's not a very unique name.
Yeah, like,
No.
my name's kind of crap, but at
It's
least I
unique.
know nobody's going to... What, called rap?
The called
Yeah.
conspiracy theorists are gonna come.
Yeah, I know that, like... So somebody, like, made up fan Pokemon, and one of those is called rap, but, like, it hasn't actually gone anywhere, so...
Well, you're not on Pokemon Radioactive or whatever that one that came out a while ago was, or
No,
Uranium or whatever it was.
yeah. So, other than that, like, no... I've had pretty much a monopoly on called rap.
That's nice. I've decided, like, if I ever wanted to Like, I have a unique name. I just choose not to use it because there's no need.
Well, I'm definitely keeping Professor Q because it'd be really confusing for people if I didn't. If I suddenly switched. I think people are actually confused when I did Pumpkin Q just as a joke on the... So, I had the Discord for my website as well, and I thought about changing it for Halloween there, but I'm like, I should probably keep it where people coming in actually know who I am.
Yeah, there was like a few weeks ago when everyone just changed their name on Discord. And like some people also changed their profile pics. So it was kind of confusing.
I was thinking about putting like a stupid little witch's hat on my like terrible looking avatar. Just something that completely doesn't match it at all.
My profile is just like too zoomed in. I can't really do much with it.
Come on.
Thought about slightly changing the hue every day until somebody notices, but seems like a lot of effort.
Alright, let's not mess this up. I'm going to start with the lamp because I think it uses less magic. Oops. Come on, come on. I don't even know how you do this without the fire rod. Maybe you're just expected to have it at this point.
Yeah, didn't you have to have it to open the entrance?
That's true. You're right. Oh no! You stinking... No, please don't make me have to grind for magic again. I'm trying to beat a boss before we have to sign off for the night. We've got 5 minutes before the normal time.
Whose hands are the worst?
You did beat one boss.
I did beat one boss.
Any enemy that just disrupts your progress.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Those guys have been around since Zelda 1, so they're never going away. Unless it's Breath of the Wild and they just cut out all of the enemies in the Zelda series. I'm also hitting that point in the night where my skill has been dropping.
Yeah. How many enemies does Breath of the Wild have?
Let's see.
Anyway.
I bet we could name them all. You got the
It's like
Bokoblins,
3.
Bokoblins, the Moblins, the Skeletons, which are basically just variations of the two we just mentioned. And then the Lizalfos. So yeah, I think it is just the 3. Then you have the bats.
They're like slime.
You have bats and the slimes, and I think that's it.
There was
the
like Guardians.
The Lionels. And yeah,
Of course.
the bosses, of course, but I don't know if those count as what we're talking about.
So how do you guys actually feel about Breath of the Wild?
I like it a lot. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I was hoping for another Zelda game since it had been a while since we'd had one. And that really wasn't one. It's more like another Skyrim.
What would be your perfect Zelda game? Like what game would it emulate the most?
Link's Awakening.
Well, I personally like Twilight Princess the most.
I need to play Twilight Princess. I kind of like missed Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Skyward Sword.
From what I played of Twilight Princess, I have no idea how far I got. Because I don't know when that game ever ends, but I mean... I'd probably prefer Ocarina of Time over it, or Majora.
Breath of the Wiki? Or Breath of the... I misread Salome, so I thought he was saying that he wanted to play Breath of the Wiki after playing Genshin Impact. And I was like, is there a lot of looking up stuff online in that game?
It's not Warframe. Just like all looking up stuff.
Colorado played a lot of Genshin Impact. What was your final verdict on that?
So, if you just stop playing at adventure rate 29 and you like just explore all the areas, do all the story, and then quit immediately, then it's a good game. But then after that, like the current end game is just like a huge waste of time.
It's a problem with so many games.
We were talking about Diablo 3 earlier, and that was the big thing that I hated about that game, was I just did not like playing adventure mode.
Yeah. Well, we said the same thing at the same time.
Not like
The end game do that. Like a grindy game needs to have a reason to grind.
Wait a minute.
Something I feel like some games miss.
We literally just got the boss key from the boss.
How'd you even get in there?
I'm actually trying to figure that part out. I guess there's no boss door on this dungeon.
Did you get like a boss key to a different dungeon or something?
I'm wondering
Can that happen?
I'm wondering if the treasure in this dungeon is the fire rod, and that's why you need the fire rod in order to get there. So I'm guessing you need the boss key to open the treasure that has the fire rod.
Does that mean you need to go back and open the chest?
Yeah, let's go open that chest, and that's how we'll end the stream.
He needs to get his rupee.
And speaking of chests, don't let us forget that next time we do this, we need to open the chest in the other dungeon that we missed.
Amazing chest ahead. I love Dark Souls' sign. They're just like the perfect addition to the game.
I think it was an innovative way to do online. Alright, I think the chest is through this door.
Not only are they helpful, but it just helps cement the meme status and the community aspect of it.
It also established that, yeah, you can go online to learn things about this game. That's kind of how it's designed. And don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Final Fantasy IX actually had, like, it had a guide that you could get that was a paper guide, but it had just all these cross references to an online guide, and then anyone could access the online guide for free. So it was this weird thing where, like, getting the paper guide was almost useless. Energy tank. Hey, that's like doubling, or no, like 50% more life since you only had like.
We actually do really need that, so.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
It wasn't missiles. It just wasn't progress either, so.
Well, you have the grappling hook, so that opens up some places, right?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is we're going to walk over to the other dungeon, we're going to save state, and that's where we're going to stop. Pushing us just a little bit past the time. Of course, we had a little bit of trouble at the beginning, so I don't mind going a little bit longer.
You guys are gonna refund the game?
Nah, it's early access, and I only spent $14 on it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm probably not going to refund it. It also would be wrong for me to refund it, I think.
I mean, you did have a bad buggy time with it.
That's true. It's true. Alright, well, I think we'll go ahead and stop right here. Is there anything that you want to say before we sign off, Master and Calderoth?
No.
Thanks for watching.
See ya! Alright, well, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.